In today's Houseworks, Luann Finke of Finke Gardens and Nursery shares some ideas on new container trends and what might work best at your house. A pot full of plants is really the easiest way to extend your garden onto your porch or your patio. And I am joined today by Luann Finke of Finke Gardens and Nursery, and we're going to talk about new containers for your landscape, and really three things to keep in mind: scale, color, and what's best for your plants.
Right. So your plants have to be able to grow well, and so probably the most common mistake is that people choose things that are too small. There's not enough root system, the plants dry out, they blow in the wind, and the plants can't look good. So they have to grow well to look good. So I start with the plants and knowing that that's important, that it be large enough to provide for those plants.
I think sometimes people will go with a smaller pot because of the price, right?
Right, and yet I think that if you step back and look at it, a larger pot may be more money, but it's going to last for you and you'll be pleased with results over a longer period of time.
And how long will a pot typically last?
If you're getting a pot that's been fired to a high temperature, like commonly 22 to 2300 degrees, it's really indefinite.
Do you have to bring them inside during the wintertime?
You know, that's absolutely the fail-safe way to do it, but if you have a large pot, that can be pretty tricky to get them hauled inside. The important thing is to either empty out the soil or to completely exclude water from getting into it. It's water getting into the pot, it expands and cracks the side of the pot. So that's the biggest factor. So if you can keep the water out of it, then you can leave them out all winter.
And you have so many different kinds of pots here, from colors to textures,
right,
to contemporary, to maybe more traditional. So again, it depends on what you want and what your house is, right?
Exactly. So think through what your priorities are. Number one, what do you like? And then say, with my house as it is right now, does that color work in that setting? And then start shopping with that in mind.
Okay, so again, looking over here, we've got all these different colorful pots.
We do, and I like this particular one because it ties in with the coppers and the reds and then more of the light greens.
And then behind us, more neutral, and that would really make your plant pop.
It would. It just stands back behind, has a very ancient, rustic, aged look, and it will not compete with the plants but simply provide a very attractive setting for it.
Or very contemporary over here.
Right, pots can go contemporary. Tends to be the shinier ones, look more contemporary, but you can see how they combine very well. This is an example of how texture really makes the pot look different. Essentially, they're about the same color, but the texture and the pattern on the side of the pot looks very different.
Okay, great ideas for containers. Thank you, Luann.
You're welcome.
Gosh, really, there is something for everybody
Yeah,
when it comes to
absolutely.
pots.